Well, hello everybody. My name is Lindsay and today I wanted to take you guys with me and the dogs and Dan, and we are going, it's a big day. It's the first of the month. The dogs need to be groomed. We need to go to Costco, and I don't know, it's just, Costco's a big day on its own. Like taking the dogs to the grooming, that's gonna be crazy. But I was just like, I'm gonna get it all done in one day because I do not want to leave the house tomorrow. That is my main priority, is to not have to leave the house tomorrow, because I've like had to get out and do things every day this week. So tomorrow will be a chiller day. So this dog right here is very stressed out. Roxy, are you okay? If you can tell, she definitely needs to be groomed. She is scraggly beyond all measure. And then this little guy, ignore my Wendy's cup on the ground, this little guy definitely needs some grooming as well. I made a cake for a church activity later today last night, and I'll show you that. It doesn't look great, but it looks okay. And then, yeah, so we're running a little late. I don't know, slightly late, but also not, because when I made the appointment, they said 11:15. And then when they like texted me to say what time the appointment was, it said 11. So I'm just gonna show up. They said just not to be 15 minutes late. So as long as I'm there by 11:15, we should be good. But yeah. Okay, let's go. All right, so I had to stop at the bank and get $100 out because that's how much it's gonna be for both dogs to get groomed, which I know is a freaking good deal. So that's why I like to take them to this place, but they only take cash or checks, and I don't have any checks, so cash it is. But there was a bank right next to our Costco, so that was primo. But now I gotta find a parking spot at Costco, and that's always a feat if you ask me. Let's head into Costco. Well, this is the damage I did. It was definitely more than I was thinking it was gonna be, but I got a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna show you what it is when we get home. They just called to say the dogs are ready to be picked up. Hi, Dan. So should we go get Minion and Roxy? Yeah, okay.
They're done with their haircut.
They are done with their haircuts, huh? Yeah. I would say that that's barely fitting. Now, moment of truth. Does it close? It does, yay! And should we put our cart back in this part? Okay, bye, see you later. Bye, Dan. Bye, see you later. Do you want to come with me? Yeah. My goodness, it looks like even more stuff now. Oh, I got so much stuff. I am getting a lot of it for like the entire month. I was looking at how much I have left in my budget for the rest of the month, and it's $150, which I'm like, a lot of this stuff is gonna last me at least two and a half weeks if we just went eating just these things for 2.5 weeks. I think we'd be good. But so I have $150 left, which leaves me about $50 each week going forward to just get milk, eggs, random things. So hopefully that'll be good. I didn't get a lot of eggs at Costco because the prices just weren't great. I'm gonna have to go back to Walmart and get the eggs that were like $12, so that was much better. I did get some eggs to tide me over till the next shopping trip though, but I just didn't, we use a lot of eggs. All right, let's start with the meat. I got a rotisserie chicken. They're the cheapest rotisserie chickens ever, and they're enormous, but it's really easy. I like to break it up and use it in meals, and it's a great addition to meals. So, or we might have it for dinner tonight, I haven't decided. And then right here, I've got a thing of bacon. I'm gonna put the prices on the screen because I think that's always interesting to see. 4 pounds of bacon, I can't remember, it was like $13.99, which is so much cheaper than the grocery store. It is hickory smoked, but last night I had some hickory smoked bacon and it wasn't the worst. So I am like starting to phase out of that like aversion, I think. So I think we're okay. That was good. And then I just got 2 dozen eggs, which was a little over $5. You'll see the prices on the screen. But yeah, some eggs, and then I always get 4 pounds of butter, and this usually lasts me the month. We use a lot of butter, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, it depends on if I'm making cakes or, you know, and I think I'll be using one of these for Devin's dad's cake. I'm making Devin's dad a cake, my father-in-law, making him a cake for his birthday, so I'll probably use one of these for that. I don't like to use oil, so butter is it for me, basically, unless it's like avocado oil or olive oil, but I don't think that that would be very good in a cake. So butter it is. Mild cheese, I just got 1 block. I figured I can get more cheese at the store when I run to the next store. I didn't want to get more than that because I don't like to freeze blocks of cheese, and so it's like I'm just gonna buy 1 and that should be good, especially since I got more cheese over there. And then, speaking of more cheese, I got the mozzarella cheese, which comes with 2 bags, and the cheddar jack cheese, the shredded cheeses. Those are wonderful to freeze, by the way. I love freezing those. And then a bag of these bacon crumbles, which I always get $8.99. I thought that was a great price. All right, over here though, we did some pork loin, top loin chops for just meals and things. I wanted to get a lot of meat to tide us for the rest of the month, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to get more meat later on, but these were like the best prices, so this is what I got. I got some loin chops for $15.09 for about 6 pounds, which I thought was great. $2.49 a pound. This is the ground beef, which 88 lean, which is pretty great. And it was $3.99 a pound. There's almost 7 pounds, and it was $27.29. I kept it in the bag though because it's leaking real good, so I don't want it to leak everywhere. So it stayed in the little plastic baggie. And then I got a couple pot roasts. There's about there's almost 3 pounds in each one, I think. No. There's about 2.5 pounds in each roast. So there's 2 roasts, and this was $27.72. These are more of like a splurgy dinner, I think, but I could also cut them in half and then also add other things to the meal instead of just doing a roast. But I do love roast, so I'm not sad about it. And sometimes it's nice to make a big one and then have leftovers, which I also might do. So, but the last thing I got was this pork shoulder butt. You buy it and then you save $6. So I grabbed the smallest package I could find because I figured that was like saving the most per pound because, you know, anyway, because I was saving $6 for that price. So it was $32.58 minus $6, and that's up on the screen for you, but there was 13.5 pounds of that, so definitely nice to have. And then the last thing over here is these sparkling waters. These are the flavored ones, and we get one of these every time I go to Costco because we drink through them throughout the month, but it's just nice to have somewhat of a fancy drink, I guess. Not fancy, but you know, a nice drink. And they're a little over $10, but Dan already wanted me to break into it. And then before we finish over there, I wanted to show you the dog food. I don't normally get this kind. I get this brand, but I normally get the lamb and rice, I think. We're gonna see if this one works. They didn't have the one I normally get. It says complete and balanced for senior dogs. Roxy's not necessarily a senior dog, but it's fine. 1 month of this food will be fine for her. And then it was literally the only food they had. So it's the one we got. And then, all right, so we're gonna head over here to like the fresh stuff and then everything else over here. So I got a big bag of organic carrots. I don't normally buy organic, but they were a decent price and it was a lot of them and they looked really good. So yeah, I use those for a lot of recipes. It's cheaper than getting them at the normal grocery store, even with them being organic. So yeah, and then I got some extremely green bananas. We still have a few left over. Ignore all of the stuff on the counter, but we have a few left over, so I got some green ones to tide us over. Hopefully I don't have to make a trip in between, but we have a lot of fruit, so I think we'll be okay. But Dan loves bananas, so I got some bananas. And then I got some strawberries. These ones looked so delicious. I don't know what it is. They were not as cheap as Walmart, but they looked better than Walmart, so I'm not complaining. And then I got some oranges last month from Costco, and I was a little skeptic to get more, but I think I'm gonna throw the ones in the fridge away. Dan doesn't even really like them. They're hard to peel. These ones seemed easier, so fingers crossed. It says easy peel, but fingers crossed that these mandarin oranges are better and that he likes them more. He does love peeling oranges though, so you know, you gotta try it, right? It was like $5, so it's not a huge deal. And then I got some grapes. And one of these will last us the whole month, so that works. Some grapes. These were the most firm red grapes I think I've ever had in my life. We were eating them, and Dan was obsessed with them the entire cart ride, I should say. He kept saying he wanted the green ones, but the green ones weren't as firm. They weren't firm at all. Like, they didn't feel good at all. So I got the red ones, and he kept going, we're gonna get the red ones. And then we're gonna get the green ones next time, because that's what I said. Because I kept saying, like, we're gonna get the green ones next time when they're good. They just weren't good this time. So we did red this time. And then he also was obsessed with the fact that this pineapple had Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse on it. And so $3 for a pineapple, not too shabby.
You told me there'd be better days, and nothing that can pull us under. You wanna take the pain away, but know that I was born as a fighter. We fade, but we're better than that. We're better than that. I know you know, so why we holding on, holding on. Yeah, seems like we're back on start, but go. I go right and you go left before it turns to red. It's true. Yeah, I hope that we could work it out. We'll never be enough for you. No shed a tear or two for good. There are other ways and other reasons, but only one that cuts to pieces. So why we tryna hide from trust when we could just leave? We fade, but we're better than that. Yeah, we're better than that. I know you know, so why are we holding on, holding on? Yeah, seems like we're back on start, but go. I go right and you go left before it turns to red. It's true. Yeah, I hope that we could work it out. We'll never be enough for you. No shed a tear or two for good. Hardest thing to do. Did it all for you. Hardest thing to do. Did it all for you. Hardest thing to do. Did it all for you. Yeah, seems like we're back on start, but go. I go right and you go left before it turns to red. It's true. Yeah, I hope that we could work it out. We'll never be enough for you. No shed a tear or two for good.
All right, this is something that I haven't bought in a while, but we are trying to do a low spend, or like honestly like no spend month for for March. So that's one of the things I got so that we can avoid going through the drive-thru. Sometimes it's nice to go through the drive-thru, but this was just a better choice. It's like the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, but like sometimes you need something easy. And then I got this big thing of corn dogs for Devin and Dan. I'll probably have one, you know, but Devin and Dan will definitely devour those. And I'm hoping they're the individually wrapped ones, but I doubt it. So I might be going in and putting them in bags because I feel like if they're not individually wrapped, then they go bad quicker. But I don't know. Devin eats them so quickly that it doesn't really matter. And then up here, we got some paper towels and some toilet paper. You know, all the important stuff. I feel like we're pretty okay on toilet paper, but I was like, it's just so much cheaper at Costco that it's just, you know, better. I was like, we might not need to go next month for toilet paper, but I only get about one of those a month. So, and I haven't bought the Costco toilet paper for a while, except last month I did, and it was great. So yeah, I was literally scraping the bottom of the barrel. We had 5 of these laundry pods about 10 days ago, and I just kind of, I was just really frugal with how I did my laundry, very careful about how many loads I did. So yeah, it worked out okay, but it was just like, so I got some of these and now I can do laundry as much as I want. This usually lasts me about 4 months, I think, which $20 for 4 months is not bad to me. And it's so easy. I love the pods. I think they're a great addition to my laundry routine. So that is a godsend to have them in my house. All right, last thing that we got is these baby wipes. They're fragrance free. I don't know, these are the ones I buy. They work. They're great, but now I need to put all this crap away, and yeah, I need to meal prep all of this meat, so that it's bagged up and ready to go for certain meals. I don't want to do that, but I need to. And the bacon and the chicken, I might shred up the chicken. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or not. I might stick it in the fridge too, and then Devin and Dan can go ham on it as well. I don't know. It's something they can decide to do. I think they're going to eat dinner without me tonight. I might eat before I go, but anyway, let's put this all away.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living
Alright, so I've got all of the meat bagged up. I'm gonna take it down to the freezer downstairs. I've got this booger right here. Doesn't she look so pretty though? They put a little bow on her for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, you look so pretty. You like licking Mama's hand. You look so pretty, Roxy girl. I think every time she gets a haircut, she looks so much more like a puppy. She does look like a puppy, huh? She's almost 2 though. You're almost 2 years old. That's crazy. Her birthday is April 4th, I believe. But yeah, we're gonna go take all of this meat downstairs. Minion's outside, so let's let him in really quick. And there's Minion in all his glory. Come on, Minion. Let's go inside. Come on. Come on. Minion, come inside. Minion, come on. Go inside. Okay, go play, Roxy. Minion got a haircut too. And now you can see his eye, or lack thereof, is he looks so much better than when he first got his surgery. They also gave him like a little bow tie. It's so cute. What are you doing? Come up here. But yeah, so he's looking dapper. Handsome boy. Dan is supposed to be napping. He's not. Whoa, that's heavy. I should have expected it to be heavy because it's probably like 20 pounds of meat in these bags right here. Whew. That's a good workout for an arm. So we have our freezer down here that we use, and I like when I can put a lot of meat in it. It makes me happy. I'm pretty sure I spent like $120 on meat today. Just meat. But there's worse things to spend money on. Oh gosh, okay. So I have put some of the stuff in here, but I'm gonna put some more meat in there too. We've got our ground beef. Got 2 of those packaged up. Some pork loin chops. And we've also got some pork ribs that I need to use. I might make those tomorrow. And then here's some stew meat from last month. Last month? Yeah, last month I bought a big thing of stew meat. More pork chops. I did those in about 2.5 pound ratio. I don't know. And then bacon, which is never a sad thing. It can just go right here next to all the sausage. We have got a bunch of sausage there. So we have some meat still from last month, like these 2, and then the sausages. And then we have some upstairs too. But I like to kind of add more. So this is a pork shoulder. I did 3 bags of the pork shoulder. I don't know. The pork was just the best price for stuff, and so this will be a really hefty meal. But I figured, like, if we have people coming over, I can do like this really big one. This is probably like 5 pounds on its own. So I thought that would be good. And then I have all of these little baby chuck roasts. I figured these would be good for meals for me, Devin, and Dan. And if I feel like I need to do 2, I can do 2 instead of just the 1. But I did cut them in half just to kind of stretch it. We'll see how that works, because I do like, beef is my favorite meat, and so I like to have it as often as I can. When I go get more groceries, I might have to look and see if they have good deals on steak at Smith's, because that's my favorite meal, is steak. We had steak recently. I think Minion just went in to go get Dan. It's always fun. Oh, by the way, I found these just t-shirts at Walmart. They're the Oh Mama brand. I don't know how good they are, but it was $8 for 2, which is probably a ridiculous price, like cheap for brand new t-shirts. But I needed some new t-shirts, so some maternity ones. Minion just went in to wake up Dan, so That's great. I must not have closed his door. Dan's supposed to be napping. Are you napping?
No, I'm waking up.
Oh, you're waking up. But you're supposed to be sleeping. Do you want some toys in your crib for a minute?
How about my ukulele?
Your ukulele?
Oh, the small one.
This one?
No, the small one.
Oh, the other one too?
Yeah.
Okay. So he has this ukulele, which he got, I think, for his birthday last year or for Christmas. I can't remember. And then that one. So
Birthday.
he's got 2 ukuleles. You're so spoiled, Dan. This kitchen is a mess now. I did some cooking and cleaning. Not cleaning. I did some baking last night. And so I made, oh, I need to take the cake out of the freezer. Oh no. So I made this cake and it looks cute. I will say it looks cute, but the frosting looks a little interesting because, so I frosted it. I did like the crumb coat and I threw it in the freezer and I threw the frosting in the fridge and it like hardened, and so I tried to whip it back up. It didn't work, but it's okay. I have to bring it for an activity for church tonight, so it is what it is, and I'm not fixing it. I have to take it in like an hour, but I don't want it to get dog hair on it, and Roxy is shedding like crazy. But it's definitely a cute cake. It's just not perfect. But as you well know, I'm trying not to eat much sugar, so I'm trying not to eat any of that, but we'll see. Because I'm gonna be at the activity and everyone's gonna be eating cake. And I have a hard time when other people are eating things around me. I keep putting my hair up and taking it down. I don't know. It's one of those days. But, okay, my sister is a baker. She's baked a lot in her life, and she said, use garbage bags when you don't want to use plastic wrap. Because you don't want it to like completely go around the cake. You just kind of want it to kind of sit on top. So she uses garbage bags all the time, just clean ones, obviously, not a dirty one. And so I'm gonna do that so that the dog hair does not get on it. Also, if you like Pringles but you don't like crappy ingredients, these ones are decent. They're called the Good Crisp Company, and this is the sour cream and onion. It is very flavorful though, so I kind of want to try the regular ones because the only ones they had at Walmart were the sour cream and onion, and then they had like just plain potato chips. But when you're craving chips but you don't want all the bad oils and additives and stuff, these ones are pretty good. They're probably better than the regular ones, so we're just trying to do better, guys. But we're not going out to eat all in March. Like, I know it's already March. It's March 1st for me. I'm not sure when this video is going up exactly because there's one more video that I'm posting before this one. But it's March and we're doing a no spend month. Like, we have, which is basically just where you only spend on necessities, like I did today. I bought the things that we needed. I did obviously splurge, but like I have a set budget for groceries. I'm not going over that. If we end up having to eat top ramen for half the month, that's what we're gonna have to do. We won't, because I just bought a bunch of meat, but I have a budget for the month. Yesterday I did buy a couple things like for the cakes and stuff, and that's part of this month's budget for groceries, even though it was technically I bought it in February, but I wasn't planning to use it till this month. But it was just like stuff that I knew I'd need, and I was already at Walmart, so I was like, fine. I feel like last month we went way over on the food budget. If you saw my grocery budget or my grocery video, like we went way over the budget for groceries. And this month I'm trying really hard. Like, that's kind of was eye-opening for me. And then we also had a bunch of extra stuff just come up. We did end up having some money come in that we weren't expecting, which was very helpful, and we were able to pay off a credit card, which was awesome. Because if you didn't know, we're doing like the Dave Ramsey debt payoff plan, and so we will have paid off the lowest credit card. We're waiting for like all the stuff to come through before we send the money, because obviously you want the money in your account when you send it somewhere. But you know, like we have Dan's medical bills still. It all adds up, and it makes it really drowning. It makes you feel like you're drowning a little bit. So we're doing things to try and remedy it, make it better, make it easier to function. And like we've been paying on Dan's medical bills since he was born, and that's 3 years, and we're not done, and we have another one coming. So we're just trying to make our lives just a little bit better and feel a little bit better, and I don't know, just working towards a better future. So if you wanted to join me, I know it's past like the beginning of the month for March. If you wanted to join me for a low spend month, you can start now. Just cut out things out of your budget that you don't need. Even if you've spent some money, just be like, look at what you're gonna spend and be really, really, really frugal. And we're being really careful. Like we don't even have a budget line in our budgets for like fun money. We don't. And just for this month, we're gonna see how it works out, because I want to see how much we can do in a month. And I don't know if it's gonna be like a bunch extra, just not being able to pay everything that we need to pay and then like a little extra on top. I think with the way we've budgeted, it seems like we'll pay about $300 extra on debt, which is great. No spending, which means we are going to have to wait on the fridge cabinet, but that's okay. I've got other projects. I've got the pantry, which I have all the stuff to do with the pantry. I just need to like do it. And then yeah, we've got other things coming, and I'm excited. So I don't know, I just wanted to kind of hang out with you and talk through this with you, and it's been a good day, and I probably need to start making dinner soon. Well, I don't know, we've got all that chicken that I just shredded up. I probably just do that. It'll be good. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!